The 12th year of the First for Women Sisters with Blisters 5-kilometer walk will take place on the 10th of March at St Stithians College in Sandton. Yesterday saw the first leg of the walk at Chris Saunders Park in Umhlanga, aimed at uplifting and advancing women and bringing issues such as women abuse to the fore. The Women for Blisters walk will hopefully unite women from around the world to show support for international sisterhood. Well, the theme for this year's hashtag Sisters with Blisters walk is Together, let's give abuse the boot, where women will come together to find solutions. Well, to tell us more, we're joined by Rousseau, who's the marketing manager at First for Women. Welcome.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
Casey, I first want to start with the Women with Blisters. That whole concept, how did it first come about?
Well, Sisters really refers to the community of women within South Africa, and Blisters really is representative of the abuse that many women in South Africa have experienced. There are alarming statistics. Women abuse has become an epidemic worldwide. In South Africa, 1 in 4 women are estimated to be victims of abuse, and it's really frightening because very few perpetrators are actually convicted. So this walk is done. It's run annually by First Women in partnership with Jacaranda FM as well as East Coast Radio, and it really is to celebrate the women in our lives. It's to uplift and empower them. It's to create awareness about women abuse, and it's to raise much needed funds in the fight against women abuse.
Absolutely, and this year you're giving abuse the boot. I don't know if the viewers at home can see this cute pink boot that I'll be using to give abuse the boot along with you guys. I mean, it's such a relevant theme, especially in today's world, where we see that instead of the numbers dropping in terms of the stats of the women being abused in this country, they seem to be on the rise.
They are, and that's exactly why we chose the theme Give Abuse the Boot. These Wellington boots are a theme that we at First Women have incorporated into all of our communication. They're a symbol that women like to be prepared and are ready just about anything. And there's also something magical about stepping into someone else's shoes. It gives you perspective, it gives you an understanding, and when you get that understanding, it becomes personal to you. And when something is personal to you, that's when you start doing something about the issue at hand. And we really want people to step into these women's shoes, to understand what it is that they've gone through, to take a stand, and let's work together, let's walk together to end abuse. We know that when we come together we can achieve a hang of a lot more than if we go it alone, and that's what we as First Women in partnership with the radio stations I mentioned have been focusing on doing.
Let's talk about the festivities and activities that happened just around this walk. We saw the first leg happen yesterday in Umhlanga. What else is planned?
Well, yesterday it was an absolutely amazing event. We managed to raise over 80,000 rand. There were over 2,000 people who participated, and we're expecting to do even more at the event at St Stithians. It's a very serious issue that's being addressed at the walk, but it's a phenomenal day out. It's a very, very fun day out. It's for the whole family, for misters, sisters, for their four-legged friends. There'll be pampering, there will be delicious food on offer, there'll be live entertainment, and obviously the all-important 5-kilometer walk to raise the much-needed awareness and funds for women abuse.
And speaking of those funds, where exactly do they go to?
So there are 3 organisations who will benefit from the funds raised. In Umhlanga, it was the CCJD, the Centre for Community Justice and Development, who received those funds, and they work to address women abuse. And then in Johannesburg, it will be going to Lawyers Against Abuse, as well as Women and Men Against Child Abuse.
And do you think the message is coming across, Casey? Are people listening? Are people standing up against abuse? Are women who are being abused reporting it more? Are we seeing some sort of change in society's way of thinking, do you think?
Many people are discussing women abuse. I think it is a topic that's on everyone's minds. I think the concern is that although there are many organisations taking a stand, there are many campaigns, there are many events, what we see is that women abuse statistics are they're rising. And that's why as First Women, we firmly believe that instead of everyone going off and doing their own thing, let's all consolidate our efforts, because we'll have a far greater result at the end of the day. And that's exactly why we have the First Women Foundation, and that's exactly why we also also established our For Women platform, which is a website that consolidates women abuse fighting efforts. And it's a platform that people can go to, connect with organizations who can give them the necessary help, and it's a platform that people can also go to give help. And this way we'll be able to track a lot more of what it is that's been going on, and we'll also be able to track the success. And hopefully through this initiative we'll work towards having no more statistics on women abuse.
Absolutely. So for people at home who want more information, who want to make a donation, who absolutely want to come to the walk to give abuse the boot, where can they go to?
Please would they visit www.sisterswithblisters.co.za. They can enter online and get their tickets there for the walk. If they aren't able to attend the walk on Saturday, please go and visit our For Women website, which is for-women.co.za, and there they can connect with causes and get or give help.
All right. And what other causes is First for Women looking at being a part of, just speaking about future plans?
Well, we've got the First Women Foundation, which focuses on fighting women abuse. To date, we've raised over 56 million rand, and we've been able to help over 98,000 women. So I think that is something for us to be really proud of. But you know, there are a number of different ways in which you can address women abuse, because there's no one cause. There's alcohol, there's drug abuse, there's fatherlessness, there's patriarchy. There are a whole bunch of different causes, and that's why we've decided to address women abuse holistically by preventing it from happening going forward, by working to provide survivors of abuse with the support that they need, and also by equipping women to best respond to abuse. And that could be in many different forms, whether it's a self-defense class, whether it's skills development, whether it's a counselling service. So these are all of the sorts of initiatives that we're exploring going forward.
Oh, Casey, congratulations. This is a fantastic initiative. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
That was Casey Rousseau talking to us about the Women with Blisters, Sisters with Blisters walk, which aims at uniting women and also bringing awareness on women abuse issues here in this country.